My name is Ulrika El-Khamis. I'm the Director of Collections and Public Programs at the Aga Khan Museum in Toronto. Our topic today is gardens, which is a subject that we all love and can identify with. Gardens are generally designed for many reasons: for sustenance, for relaxation, for contemplation and solace. But they also express much about who we are, our conscious or unconscious aspirations, and what we wish to communicate to the outside world about ourselves. Perhaps our taste, our affluence, or indeed our status and power. They also may speak of our yearnings, be they romantic or spiritual. In Muslim cultures across time and space too, gardens, like the one so beautifully evoked in this 16th century scene from Qazwin in Iran, have always held a particular significance. There's of course their ability to provide respite from the often arid landscapes and unforgiving climates many Muslims have traditionally found themselves living in. But beyond that, their lushness, shade, scents and sounds, especially those from the flowing water of canals and fountains, have often been specifically designed to evoke visions of paradise and an eternal life at ease in the celestial gardens of Al-Jannah. More than 100 verses in the Quran mention paradise in some way, a clear indication of how central this theme is to Islamic faith and spirituality. Its unparalleled atmosphere is repeatedly described too, not only in the Quran, but endless works of spiritual literature and poetry. Lush green and shady gardens, irrigated by rivers, ponds, and fountains flowing with milk, honey, wine, and the celestial water of life. Its trees and vegetation alive with sweet-scented blossoms, plentiful ripe fruit, fantastic birds and butterflies. And just as evoked on this wonderful mother-of-pearl inlaid Indian tray in the Aga Khan Museum, believers will lounge at ease beneath delicate pavilions. Over centuries and throughout the Muslim world, rulers and members of the elite in particular have invested in luxurious gardens, often carefully integrated into their sprawling palace complexes or indeed designed around their tombs, in anticipation of their souls residing in the eternal gardens to come. One country with a millennia-old history of gardens is Iran, and in fact it is the ancient Persian word for a walled garden or park, paradisa, that via Greek and Latin eventually became our word for paradise, understood as synonymous with the biblical gardens of Eden. Meanwhile, Iran's most famous traditional garden layout, the Chahar or four gardens design, divided by walkways or water channels, became associated with the four gardens of paradise mentioned in the Quran, and went on to influence garden designs across West and South Asia for centuries. Not content with the creation of actual gardens, Persian and Indian rulers in particular also reveled in the commission of garden carpets, just like the magnificent Wagner garden carpet from 17th century Kerman in Iran shown here, currently on loan to the Aga Khan Museum from the Burrell Collection in Glasgow, Scotland. Carpets like these functioned in a sense as mobile gardens that could be transported anywhere as emperors and shahs traveled across their lands, and they could be unrolled as the royal encampments were set up to evoke a lush, exclusive, and indeed paradisical setting even in the most arid desert environments. Interestingly, the imitation in textiles of real gardens can be shown to be an ancient custom in Iran, well predating the arrival of Islam. Indeed, historical sources tell us that when Muslim forces conquered the ancient Iranian capital of Ctesiphon near what is now Baghdad in 636, They found an enormous carpet in the throne hall of the Persian ruler Khosrow, representing a garden dissected by watercourses, which were represented by precious stones. Today, Islamic gardens and the textiles and artworks that reflect their designs and symbolisms continue to delight and inspire us, and I do hope that you might soon find the opportunity to experience them in the Aga Khan Museum and the Aga Khan Park outside, which, while only inaugurated in May 2015, is still profoundly inspired and influenced by their horticultural principles and spiritual references.